All right, joining us on Hot Copy this morning, we have with us Duterte ally Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa. Senator de la Rosa, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Karen, at good morning sa ating mga taga-subaybay. Good morning, bro.
All right, Senator, what do you make of the impeachment complaint filed against the Vice President?
Well, they can do it. Nobody's stopping them. If they want to do it, then go ahead. Go ahead, they can do it. Wala pong problema.
Okay.
That's a constitutional process, no? Then let the process go.
Okay, all right. So right now, there are 16 complainants, but they've invoked 24 articles of impeachment. Marami po ito under at least 4 grounds listed in the 1987 Constitution. And a lot of the issues, the Vice President has not fully explained, and it has a lot to do with the confidential funds, how she spent the confidential funds in the DepEd's office and the OVP. Ano ang reaksyon niyo doon, sir?
But to start with, no, alam naman natin na sinisingle out nila yung Office of the Vice President for what? Alam natin what is the motive behind. Kung gusto nilang talagang seryoso sila, maimbestigahan yung confidential funds na yan, they should start with the Office of the President. Office of the President, Vice President, lahat ng mga opisina, lahat ng ahensya that are receiving confidential funds, inspeksyon ninyo ng husto. Kaya nga confidential funds, kuha ninyo, imbestigahan nyo ng husto lahat. If you are serious really to curb corruption, no? Sabi nyo, corruption ang gusto nyo palabasin dyan. Tingnan natin, lahat-lahat na. Parang once and for all, we have to stop this confidential funds issue. Otherwise, dapat hindi na ito in-issue to confidential funds kung hindi ito gagawing confidential. Dapat walain na natin ito. Kung yan ang pinaka issue nila na ginagamit. Tanggalin na natin dapat yan. Pero alam mo kung sino makikinabang kung tanggalin natin yung confidential funds na yan, yung mga intelligence funds na yan. Ay yung mga NPA, yung mga komunista, yung mga makakaliwa na talagang yan ang nagagamitan ng ating intelligence funds, yung mga kalaban ng Estado. So ngayon, sino ngayon ang nananalo with all this brouhaha? Tumatawa ngayon yung CPP, NPA, NDF dahil ang sarap ng buhay nila ngayon. Free ride sila ngayon sa situation. Kaya ito...
Senator. Now, Senator, I wanted to ask you, you were a member of Congress. The Congress, all of you actually, of course, approved it, right? Ang totoo naman dito, kung magsisisihan buong Kongreso, ibinigay yon kay Vice President Sara Duterte, sa totoo lang. Tama,
yeah.
No? OVP, 600 million, DepEd, 150 million, roughly 750 million all in all. My question is now, do you believe that Congress should have given it in the first place, given that the OVP and the DepEd are civilian agencies?
Well, kaya nga tinatawag na contingency fund, that is
confidential.
Confidential funds. Confidential funds for civilian agencies. Kapag sa military at uniform agencies, intelligence funds ang tawag niyan. So, kung lang yan, semantics lang yan, Karen, but the purpose is almost the same.
Okay, and looking at it now, did the office of the Vice President need 600 million pesos in confidential funds?
In the first place, bakit binigay yan sa kanya? Bakit binigay yan sa kanya? So, mandato niya na pag binigay sa kanya, she has to use those funds. Andiyan yan. Binigay sa kanya. Otherwise, sa next budget hearing, isisingilin siya ng kuha. Bakit hindi nyo ito nagasto?
Okay, now the Commission on Audit has flagged the Office of the Vice President a few times, the latest, saying that she has questionable expenses for her confidential funds amounting to 375 million pesos. I know you, being an ally of the Dutertes and the Vice President, doesn't this alarm you na hindi niya sinasagot gayong pera po ito ng taong bayan?
Anong hindi sinasagot? Hindi sinasagot ng opisina niya yung kuha kung paano nila di-disperse yung confidential funds? I don't think so. Yung kuha audit report is not final. Yan kasi binabasihan ng nag-imbestiga ng mga taga Quadcom. Yung kuha audit report kuno. Alam naman natin lahat yan. Yung kuha audit report is temporary. Temporary yan at yan ay audit report lang yan na inire-remind ka na ganito ang obserbasyon nila. Then, it's up for you to make up for whatever deficiencies that your agency has failed to do. So, i-make up mo yan at the end of the year, mag-clear mo rin yan. Lahat naman ng opisina, halos lahat ng opisina, merong kuha audit report. So, hindi po yan final. Kung gusto ninyo talaga na magkaroon ng magandang investigasyon na walang bahid ng politika, no? Let the kuha do their job. Let the kuha do their job. And for all we know, everything will be settled kapag ang kuha nga mag-imbestiga niya lahat-lahat. Walang halong politics.
I mean, just looking back, the reason this all started was really because of the budget process, right? The Office of the Vice President was asking for an increase in her budget. And when there was a hearing, it was revealed. All these things were revealed in time. So it started first. Let me ask you this. For the DepEd, she refused to answer questions, right? For the proposed 2025 budget. Kumbaga nagsimula naman ito because of a budget hearing.
Nagsimula yan, Karen, no? Nagsimula yan hindi dahil sa hindi pagsagot ni Inday Sara. Nainis lang siya doon sa mga tanong na yun. Pero nagsimula yan dahil meron talaga motibo na siya ay uupakan dyan. Meron talagang grand scheme of things. Meron talagang malaking design. There is a grand design to demolish her. Kaya doon kagad ginamit na nila yung mga makakaliwa. Pagdating dyan sa confidential funds na yan, at tuwang-tuwa naman itong mga kaliwa na gamitin sila dahil alam nila na yung mga funds na yan ay karamihan dyan ay nagagamit agad sa kanila. Look, yung sa DepEd, paano ginamit yung ibang confidential funds doon? May programa doon na yung mga kabataan ay talagang ginagawa ng summit para educate about the evils of recruitment, na shady recruitment ng mga makakaliwa. So sila ang tinatamaan, mawala sila ng membro kapag ang mga kabataan ay na-inform, na-educate about yung recruitment nila, panglilin nila sa mga kabataan. So ngayon tuwang-tuwa naman ito makakaliwa, ginamit sila doon. So gamitan lang yan, Karen, gamitan yan.
Isn't that a bit, simplistic? That's the excuse for the DepEd funds. But then the OVP, it was given to safe houses where the rentals were quite expensive. No explanation. Acknowledgement receipts of people we don't know if they exist. Names like Mary Grace Piatos. Names like that where you cannot find these sources. No explanations on details essentially on these alleged homes that were used for witness protection.
Alam mo,
Satellite office spending.
Confidential nga eh. Confidential nga eh. Ano bang gamit ng confidential kung ipagbubulabog mo lahat ng mga tao na ginamit mo, lahat ng mga safe houses na ginamit mo? Ano pa bang gamit ng confidential funds na yan? Sabi ko nga, huwag na nyo ibigay yan kung ayaw ninyong, kung talaga gusto nyo bulabugin lahat. Huwag na nyo ibigay yung confidential funds na yan.
Okay, so we talked about, you said that there's a motivation, a demolition job against Vice President Duterte. I want to ask you, with everything that's going on now, will the Vice President run for the presidency in 2028?
Too early to tell, Karen. Too early to tell. At saka yung ginagawa nila, too early to demolish a person. Alam lang nagbubumirang sa kanila lahat ngayon yan eh.
In
ang
what way?
taong bayan ay galit na. Galit na galit na yung mga taong bayan. Silent majority
Paano
tahimik na
galit?
yan.
I wanted to ask you, Senator, paano galit ang taong bayan? You have the Vice President going live saying papapatay niya ang Presidente, First Lady, ang Speaker kapag daw namatay siya, etc., etc. It's quite shocking for the Filipino people to hear a Vice President conduct herself in this manner.
Alam mo, yung mga ganyan, no? Yung taong bayan, hindi naman bubo ka rin. Alam na alam nila kung ano nangyayari ngayon, kung ano ang endgame nito. Alam na taong bayan yan, hindi naman mga bubo ang tao ngayon, lalo na sa may social media na tayo ngayon. They are very much informed, kaya yung mga tao tahimik lang yan, pero kahit na magsurvey ka rin, makipagpustahan ako sa'yo, magsurvey ka, ano ng sentimento ng taong bayan ngayon, di ba? Galit na the more that they found on BP Sara na isang babae na wala nang kakampi, siya na lang mag-isa, the more nagagalit ang taong bayan. Hindi natin maglokohan, prangkahan lang tayo, magsurvey ka, pumunta ka sa kalsada.
Okay.
Magsurvey ka.
Now, with the NBI investigation, so during the last probe, she did not appear and they've reset it to December 11. Do you think she will appear?
Well, it's her call. It's her call. Kung gusto niya mag-appear, nasa kanya yan. Kinakaharap niya yan na issue, no? Nasa kanya yan. She is not stopping NBI from conducting its investigation. Wala namang problema. Kung pupunta yung NBI sa opisina niya at mag-imbestiga doon, wala problema. They can do that. So, wala po tayong issue dyan. Wala pong problema.
Okay, so let's shift it a bit now, just very quickly. The ICC, the International Criminal Court, has put up a website and is now crowdsourcing, right? Stories of extrajudicial killings or their stories of the Duterte drug war. So this is evidence gathering against the Duterte administration, which may include yourself, online. What do you make of the ICC's latest move?
Go ahead, make my day. Go
Pero
ahead,
pa rin, sir.
make my
Pero pa
day.
rin.
Yes. Go ahead, make my day.
Okay, what has changed? I remember I interviewed you before and you had said you were afraid and now you don't seem afraid anymore.
Afraid lang ako. Sabi ko na nga masyado
Oo.
kanyang kinakapitalize yung sabi ko afraid. Afraid ako na pag ako'y nakulong, hindi ko na makita yung mga apo ko. Yun lang ang, I am not afraid for myself. I am afraid for my apo na every day, every night, hinahanap ako bago matulog. Paggising sa umaga, pagbangon nila, pupunta kagad sa akin at maghahag sa akin. Yun lang. I am afraid for my apo na mawala sila ng lolo na hindi nila makita growing up. At I'm not afraid for myself. I tell you, I've been to many wars already. Ang dami ko na dinalang gira ka rin. Hindi pa ako takot mamatay.
So,
Natakot lang sa ako yung mga apo na hindi nila ako makita. Yun lang ang sa akin, Karen.
what action do you plan to take? I mean, clearly the ICC investigation is ongoing. And in case a warrant is issued, what action does Senator Bato plan to take?
Well, I have to seek for judicial relief. We have to go to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Tatanungin natin sa Supreme Court kung anong kanilang ruling dito. If they rule that we have to go to be under the jurisdiction of ICC, then no problem. At least decision yan galing sa ating Supreme Court. Pero pag sinabi ng Supreme Court na hindi po pwede, wala silang jurisdiction dito sa atin, then this government should respect that ruling of the Supreme Court. We have to observe that. Otherwise, wala na mangyari sa ating bansa. Kung kagustuhan na lang nila, kung ano gusto nila masusunod. We have to respect the decision of the Supreme Court.
All right. Now, with with the ICC investigation, with former President Duterte actually appearing in the Senate and the lower house, now with what you've described as a demolition job against Vice President Sara Duterte, do you still consider yourself as part of the majority? Or sa totoo lang, opposition ka na ba ngayon?
Well, wala mang problema
Opposition ka na
yung,
ba ng Marcos administration?
ano pa ba? Ano pa ba? With all the pagigipit na ginagawa nila, ganun pa rin ang, hindi man ako sip-sip na tao ka rin na magsige pa rin na, sige pa rin na, didilaan ko yung nila, yung kamay nila kahit na sinasampal ka na. Hindi naman tayo ganun ka rin. We still have, kahit na anak lang ako ng tricycle driver ka rin, meron pa rin dignity left in me. Hindi po ako ganun na kahit na sinisipa ka na, sisip-sipin mo po yung paa nila, didilaan mo pa. Hindi naman tayo ganun. So, yung pagsabi mo about majority, there's no problem that the Senate being a co-equal branch of government with the Malacanang, we have our own rules. Kung meron kaming sariling standard kung sinong gusto mag-majority, sinong gusto mag-minority. It doesn't mean na porque majority ka, kuwan ka na, magsip-sip ka na sa Malacanang. No. Majority yan sa Senado for their own consumption, for their own use, not for the use of Malacanang. Pero ginagawian na lang yan na kung sino yung majority supported by Malacanang, ganun yun. Pero ang purpose talaga ng majority is for the House, for this chamber's purpose. Samahan namin yan doon sa loob kung sino mag-majority ng minority.
Okay. Now, interesting, just before we go, is I'll go back again to Vice President Sara Duterte. Some sources say that the Senate is divided. Right? Some sources say the Senate is divided, that there wouldn't be an overwhelming number to possibly impeach her. Ilan po ba sa pananaw nyo, you don't have to name them, ang kakampi pa hanggang ngayon ni Vice President Sara Duterte sa Senado, or who are empathetic towards her or sympathetic towards her?
I don't have to name names, no? But the Senate, hindi ko na pwede pangunahan yung aking mga kasamahan dyan. But by personal observation, based on my personal observation lang, karamihan dyan tahimik lang. Ayaw lang nilang mabadshot sa Malacanang, ayaw lang nilang mawalan ng connection sa Malacanang, kaya tahimik lang yan. Pero deep inside, I can read their hearts. I can read their hearts, Karen. Tahimik lang yan, pero I don't have to name names.
Really? But instead of reading their hearts, have you talked to them? Have you talked to any of them?
I don't need to talk to them because nakikita ko na sa kanilang makonsensya kung sino sila.
Okay.
I know where their heart and mind lies. But they
Alright.
just keep silent. They just keep silent. Ayaw nila mabadshot sa Malacanang.
Okay, so I'll move on before we go. You are running for re-election once again. How are you faring? I mean, the last time you ran, you were number 5. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Number 5. So you were in the top 6, which is a coveted upper half spot, right? Every time there are midterm elections or the Senate elections push through. Where do you think you are? How are you feeling about these elections?
Hindi ako alam mo, just yung real talk lang, real talk.
Oh, real talk.
Real talk. Kung ikaw ay politiko, normal human tendency yan eh. Self-preservation. Kapag ikaw ay politiko ka rin, kapag ikaw ay nasa ilalim ng sorbe, nasa baba ng sorbe, hindi ako naniniwala sa sorbe na yan. Hindi ako naniniwala sa sorbe. Kapag ikaw nasa taas sa sorbe, naniniwala ako dyan. Kasi nasa taas ako dyan. Nasa taas ako. The same with me. Human lang ako. Tao lang ako. Kapag nakita ko nasa ilalim ako ng survey, hindi ako naniniwala dyan. Hindi yan totoo. Kapag nakita ko nasa taas ako, nakakaangat ako, mukhang maniwala ako dito. Dahil maganda ang placing ko dito.
So naniniwala ka ngayon o hindi? Nasaan ba kayo ngayon, sir? I haven't seen the latest survey.
Kapag nasa ilalim ako, parang hindi ako
Kaya naniniwala.
Oo.
Okay.
Kapag nasa taas ako, medyo naniniwala ako.
But
That's
at the
human instinct, Karen, human instinct. Kahit sinong politiko, tanungin mo dyan, magtanong ka.
Oh, but at the very least, since you are allied with former President Duterte, do you still believe that you have a bailiwick of Visayas and Mindanao? Scientifically speaking, scientifically.
Kaya, Anatoli, Visayas, and Mindanao, meron na namang naniniwala sa atin dito sa Metro Manila.
NCR. Oo.
NCR, the rest, Balas Luzon, marami rin naniniwala. Meron pa rin naniniwala. I can feel it. I can feel it. Tahimik lang yan sila. Pero makikita mo yan pagdating sa eleksyon, ilalabas nila sa baluta yan, yung kanilang sentimento. Lalabas at lalabas yan. Kaya, ihintayin na lang natin. I don't have to boast or to... Okay lang, lagay nyo ako number 11, number 12. Wala akong problema. Sana, kahit na number 12 man lang, basta makalusot lang. Yun lang naman ang aking pakiusap. Ilagay lang nyo ako number 12, basta isama nyo.
And
Isama naman ako.
to those watching right now, no, just very quickly before we go, they may be asking, why should you be in the Senate again? Diba? Tinatanong yun, what did you do during your first term?
Well, as I've said, hindi ako magbubuhat ng bangko. Lahat naman ng mga proceedings namin, lahat naman ng mga ginagawa namin, nakukover yan ng media, ng social media, nandyan yan, lahat ng ginawa natin. Makikita naman nila kung ako ba isang senador na walang kwenta, walang gamit, then it's up for you. Basta ako, I don't have to brag my accomplishments ng aking mga nagawa. Basta isa lang mabrag ko dyan, Karen, 0 absent pa rin ako. Wala akong absent. Wala akong absent. Na-absent lang, tama pala, sorry. May absent pala ako nung nagka-COVID ako.
No.
Yun lang ang absent. No? Pero
ang ibig ko sabihin, pinapasabi mo na kumbaga, nagtatrabaho ka, pumupunta ka sa Senado. Hindi tulad ng iba na senador or congressman na tas absent ang absent.
Wala, hindi ko, wala akong sinasabing ganun. Ayaw kong magpuna sa aking mga kasamahan. Basta ako, for myself, I'm just speaking for myself. Andyan ako, kung kinakailangan, I'm just ready to rumble anytime. You want me to rumble? Then I am here to do the rumblings. You want me to cooperate? I am here to cooperate. Lahat-lahat, ginagawa po natin.
On that note, I want to thank you for joining me today, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa. I'll see you again, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Maraming salamat, ha. Thank you very much.